Welcome back to the MVP podcast. And I'm here
with my boy Raz.
I'm here with my boy Danny for a special episode of Fight
Club.
Special episode of the UEFA Champions League. It's a full edition, Danny. It's not what we normally do together, but we're here.
We're here
trying
though.
to do the best possible thing, covering the Champions League football. How you been, my man?
Yeah, man. You know what? I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a hot minute since I've been on the pod. Been busy, back at work now. That furlough life has ended, man. Rishi, I'm praying to Rishi again. I need that extension, brother. You know what I mean? My guy sort that extension out because work is kicking, man. You know what I mean?
A few months were praying for that one, I'm telling you.
A few months, me and you were praying for that.
It's been a hot, man. I know you said it's been a hot minute, bro, but it's been a hot year. Like, it is baking at the minute. Like, wow.
It's good weather, man. It's good weather. You know what I mean? I'm getting my tan on.
Yeah, man. But listen, I want to talk about the Champions League today, yeah?
Yeah, that's cool.
We had some wicked games. In fact, we've been treated to some wicked games last week and now this week, all the way Monday to Sunday, 7 wicked games, and then all the way next Monday as well. We've got the second Champions League, UEFA Europa League semi-final. So we've got some wicked games. I don't want to touch on last week's games because they've now gone and passed. Yeah. Video is going to drop on a Thursday, so we'll miss the Atalanta PSG game out because that result will have already happened. Just before we kind of move on, though, I just want to quickly get what's your prediction for that game?
Yeah, I think obviously it's a sick game, man. And as much as I really like Atalanta, I did pick them out in a previous video we did for Champions League. I said these guys are the underdogs, and it's great to see them, come through. But I think in fairness, like not a lot of people expect them to go any further than they have done.
Yeah.
I think they are a very attacking team, and they have played very well. But they are as attacking as Mbappe, Cavani, Icardi, all the PSG stars, effectively Neymar. So I do think that's going to be a really good game for attacking football. But I do think PSG will nick that. But it's PSG in it, the bottle jobs of Europe. It's so what do you call it? It's like one side is telling me no, Atalanta might sneak it. One side telling me PSG are going to be comfortable. But I think in the end, it's Atalanta. They've done very well, but PSG are taking that one.
I don't hide my love for PSG. I love PSG, man. But they've got to channel that what France did in the World Cup. Allez le bleu. They've got to come together. And look, let me make a little joke in it. You can't bottle job a one-legged game like a one-time knockout.
You'll be surprised, mate. You'll be surprised.
What, are you saying they'll have a sick first half lead and bottle job it?
Hey, you never know. With PSG, you don't know, innit? Although PSG and Bayern have both been my picks from day one.
Yeah.
But, I do think they will win. But my heart wants Atalanta to go through in it. Everybody loves an underdog, man.
Yeah,
That Cinderella story in it about someone who just worked hard and got their way to the top.
I'm going PSG as well. I think 3-1. It'll be a wicked game. Both attacking teams. I think Mbappe might be back, but if he's not back, I still think 3-1.
He's still got a lot of firepower in that squad without Mbappe, even though Mbappe is class and he's up there as one of the best. So it'll be good to see anyway.
So moving on to the game that's gonna be just after this video drops out. So this drops on about 6 o'clock on a Thursday. There's a game after. There's the so-called champions of Europe, if you were to give it to them. If you were to give it to them, Atletico Madrid, who knocked out Liverpool in that famous game and said that they should be
Morata,
the champions of Europe. Man, listen, what they did to Liverpool was sick. Good to see for football. In all sports, no one likes a constant winner. People hate on Man United when they were smashing here. Then Chelsea, now Man City. It's Liverpool's turn now in the Premier League. Same in the Champions League. People were like, Real Madrid need to go. They're always winning. Yeah. Liverpool came in. Now it's going to be someone different. Might be someone new. There's a 7% chance it could be someone new. So, Atletico Madrid, they've got 2 cases of coronavirus in their starting 11 with Correa and Vasalco, 2 key players who got coronavirus who will not be playing on Thursday. What are you thinking for that game? Because Leipzig, they've lost a lot of players as well, man.
They've lost their main guy, the talisman, Timo Werner.
You know what? I've got a question for you, and you might know the answer. So I'm not trying to put you on the spot here.
All right.
Like some of these transfers, some of the players have stayed with the club until the final game, like Willian, for example.
Yeah.
Cup. Pedro stayed for the FA Cup, even though he signed for Roma before. Werner, Ziyech, like their team, okay, Ziyech, his team finished, but Werner's team still in the Champions League. Kai Havertz, he could have moved before, but they said we're not selling him until, we're out of the Europa League.
Yeah.
Why do you think Werner wanted to move so quickly and not complete the Champions League run?
I don't know. And I think it's hella disrespectful as well, if I'm honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Like, look at the position you're in. Like, in every aspect of life, you've got to believe in yourself and you've got to believe in your team. Now, Chelsea are not in the Champions League.
They're out, and you could have played for them anyway.
Exactly. And you were playing from there out. So why would you then, what was going through your head that you think, I'll join him in London? Did you not have faith in Leipzig? You know what I mean? Were you looking at your team players as, this story is going to come to an abrupt end very shortly? Me personally, I still would have played, because how fantastic it would have been if they got to the final. Even if you got to the final, you got a runners-up medal, or even if they won it. I'm not saying they would have won it, but to partake in a final or something like that, it's just really, it doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit right with me, if I'm honest with you. I think it's very disrespectful, man, and I think he should check himself. You know what? He owes an apology to his teammates.
I think from what I read, and I could be wrong here, but from what I remember reading, he just wanted to not risk any injuries. He wanted to get settled in his new team, training, all of that. But personally, man, I think it's disrespectful, because that team plays very good football, very quick football, and he's like the talisman to that team.
He's the key. He was the key player. Yeah. So why would you do that? It doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? He's got his reasons, and everyone has their reasons. That's life. But no, man, that's your team is your band of brothers. You don't turn your back on your band of brothers. Where I was raised, mate, it was loyalty is royalty. You know what I mean? So just goes to show in the modern game, innit, there isn't much loyalty anymore to anything. So barring money, to be honest, though.
So is it a straightforward Atletico Madrid dumps RB Leipzig out of the?
I wouldn't say it's straightforward. Again, I think it can be a tight game. It can be a very tight game. They're both. None of the teams that are in the thing right now are bad teams. You know what I mean?
That's true.
By getting to this stage where they are, it's the quarterfinals, isn't it?
It is.
By getting there, but there's a lot more pressure on now because of the one-legged sort of instances and the sort of games. So I do think in the end, Atletico Madrid will win, but it'll be by like a 1-0 victory.
Extra time or just in normal time?
Sorry, a 1-goal victory, not a 1-0.
Oh, 1-goal victory. Okay, extra time or normal time?
Could even be pens, to be honest with you, mate. You know what I mean? That is a 50-50 game, I think. Yeah. They're missing two players. They're missing the key talisman. You know what I mean?
The way Atletico's set up as well, it's like quite defensive, hit you on the counter, break you down, frustrate you. So I can easily see that game going 120 minutes, easily.
I can. And I think in the end, though, Simeone will pull something out of the bag.
I think it'll be 2-1. I think it'll be maybe 1-0 or 2-1 Atletico. I think I'm gonna stick with 2-1. I think 2-1. 2-1. So moving on to probably the tie of the round, really. You've got Bayern Munich, who are a former champion, and Barcelona, the other former champion. These are the only two previous champions left in the tournament. So, one of these guys has to get knocked out, which means that there's even more chance, So
this is blockbuster, isn't it? This is a blockbuster. This is Blu-ray. This is premium. This is
4K, 8K.
Prestige performance. You know what I mean? This is flipping champion versus champion. Undisputed. This is a mouth-watering tie. This is seeing that Kajul come to you in the month of Ramadan, mate, when you're fasting.
That sip of water.
That's what I'm saying, my guy.
But listen, about that,
Sorry. Listen, it's a water break. 22 minutes have gone.
They're calling it cooling period. Yesterday on the Europa League, it was cooling period.
I must say though, before we not to go on for a tangent, but I'm really liking the way that they've managed to put this tournament together.
It's wicked.
You know what I mean? Like the World Cup style and football on every night, and it's fun, man. It really is fun.
Is it here to stay in your opinion?
No.
One-legged ties in a neutral country? Nah. I thought about yesterday, money-wise, it doesn't work.
It doesn't make sense. It take away from the Champions League. They've been doing it from years. Nobody likes innovation. Sorry, nobody likes innovation.
Mr. Innovator, calm down.
It's not to stay. And you know what is, mate? I'll be honest with you. The Champions League, the two legs have always been special in it. Like, you've always witnessed miracles. Like, obviously, the Manchester United PSG when they went to the Parc des Princes. and obviously dealt with them there. You know, the two legs, the 4-0 Liverpool, Barcelona, the two legs always brings a different side of magic. So that should, in my opinion, that should never disappear.
I agree. I agree.
Home and advantage, and just like the moments they've given us, it should never disappear. Now it has to, and it's interesting to see how it will fare, but no, it'll never disappear.
Danny T, that's what I should call you, Danny on a tangent. I wanted to ask you about the Bayern Munich game, and you go on a tangent.
Oh, you know, we got a lot to discuss, man.
But listen, what's your prediction though? Because you got two teams who are firing at the right time. You see what London, Bayern Munich did to Chelsea in the first leg. You see what they did in the second leg. What are you saying about that?
You know what? I think Bayern wins it. Bayern wins it for me. Again, it's mouth-watering. You know, you got some phenomenal players on you, man. You got Suarez, Messi, obviously. You got the should have been Ballon d'Or winner of 2020, mate, Robert Lewandowski.
Oh yeah,
that guy, man. 54 now, 54 goals, man, in a season. Like the guy, you got Serge Gnabry. You know what I mean? You got my guy Alphonso Davies, man. What a player! I love that guy, man. He's just class.
Even David Alaba looks so short at centre back. Kimmich looks like he runs things in midfield.
Kimmich, and Pavard there as well. Mate, that whole team, and they what's their manager's name? Flick or something?
Flick, Hans Dieter Flick.
Yeah, the way he's turned that team around, because if you remember, in October, these guys were not performing at all. They were fourth in the league. You know, the way he's managed to install these like visions in them and these attributes of success, and it's gonna be a mega tie in it. You know what I mean? I'm just already excited for that. But I think, Bayern Munich are just looking too strong, man.
I think 3-1. I think 3-1 Bayern Munich. I know people are going to be like, that's disrespectful on Barca, but Bayern look like how Barca looked a few years ago when
it's unstoppable, isn't it? They look
it's like, and I was telling you, and I was telling Balak or somebody this the other day. Bayern genuinely look like they've got 16, 17 world-class players in that squad.
They have literally. That's their squad, world-class players. But the way they play together, the way they gel together. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So are we in agreement? It's a Bayern Munich 3-1 maybe.
You never know, innit? Messi could just like come up at any moment. Suarez could do something. You know what I mean? So, but I think it's not going to. 3-1, I think, is a bit ambiguous, innit? I think more so it'll be a 1-0. I've said a 1-0 victory for quite a lot of the ties, but not a 1-0. Sorry, a 1-goal victory.
1 goal.
Yeah,
okay.
That's literally what it will be. I don't see Barcelona like laying down. You know what I mean? I don't say like take us where they're taking. I see them coming to play because obviously they haven't won the league this year, have they?
They haven't. No, they haven't.
Real Madrid won the league, so I think they will be looking for some silverware in it. If you're a club like that big, you have to be done.
No, true. So that brings us on to the final game, which talking about a club that really needs to win something because the League Cup doesn't count for anybody. Like even Arsenal, who are kings of that cup.
Mickey Mouse Cup.
The League Cup don't mean, I'm not even going to say it. Balak doesn't have to edit it out. It don't mean nothing. Like the League Cup's nothing. So Man City fans will, even though half their fans were just born yesterday, they'll tell you still that the League Cup.
Have you ever met a Man City fan in real life?
Not a real one. Not a real.
I don't think I have.
I've met converted Chelsea fans, but Man City.
Sosa.
I've been seeing it. No, Sosa's a Chelsea fan. He's a Chelsea fan. I don't know if he's a converted like Man United or Arsenal fan.
I think he was an Arsenal fan before, bro.
He might be. I know Tony was an Arsenal fan. But listen,
yeah, definitely. He definitely was a Arsenal fan.
Danny T, let's not digress. Danny on a tangent. Man City, though, they will want to win this more than anybody, I'd say, because I feel like they need it. Because they're banned next year.
Yeah.
They're not banned. Wait, are they banned? I can't remember.
They're not banned. They're playing.
They made a mockery of UEFA and FIFA and all of that.
The FCC, all of that, mate. You know, the other day, the phone call went somewhere like, Sheikh, you banned. Sheikh said, 5,000, 10,000, you name your price, Habibi.
I've got some dirt on you. But listen, anyway, so they're not banned. But still, for their own integrity, they're going to try and want to win this year. They're going to salvage the season. And at least Liverpool can be like, well, we won the league. These guys can be like, well, you achieved your goal. We're achieving our goal. So I think they're going to come with a vengeance. But that Lyon team is not to be slept with.
No, if they underestimate that team and they go into that round underestimating it, they're doing the wrong thing. But again, I think Pep's very smart. I think the Man City team are a really good team, as much as it pains me to say that. You know what I mean? They will take it seriously. They're not going to show up and mess around, man.
There's defensive frailties there, though.
There is, but you know what I mean? They've got for what they leak in defense, come on, man. Look at the front. Look at the attacking talent, man. Mahrez, Sterling, Jesus. I know Aguero's still injured. You got Kevin De Bruyne. Is he not the best midfielder in the world right now?
He is. He's one of the best players.
You know what I mean, he's got a shed load of assists. That's how many assists he's done. You know
and
what
I mean? He scores too, and he gets them hockey assists where he plays the pass before the assist, which is overlooked often as well. He creates so many chances. It's ridiculous.
That would be a really good game to watch, man. I think
it's an underrated game. I think people are going to think, well, it's the Barcelona game first. Then you might want to say PSG because they're flashy boys. And then
I'd disagree, man. I'd say
the Man City game might be one of the best games because
I think it's the second best in it after Barcelona and Bayern Munich. But again, sometimes the big games do have a notoriety of letting us down, don't they?
Yeah, that can be possible. Very cagey affairs. But so for this one, I was thinking, look, Lyon, the counter-attack, Memphis Depay, but I just don't think they have enough to get.
They won't have enough. Maybe they'll get a goal or two, but they won't have enough, man, to counter Man City's. You know what I mean? Come look at the squad depth in that squad. You know what I mean? Even with the loss of Leroy Sané, man, they've still got phenomenal attackers. You know what I mean? They got the midfield is crazy. You know what I mean? It's mad.
So Man City. I'm gonna say Man City. I'm gonna steal a line from you. Man City by a goal. I think.
No, I'm gonna say Man City comfortably 2 goals.
You reckon 2 goals?
Yeah,
okay, Man City 2-1. You reckon 2 goals? It's close enough. So that in that draw, then we have PSG going through. We have Atletico Madrid going through to play each other in the next round, and we've got Bayern Munich against Man City. That is 2 mouth-watering tries. I can't wait to cover them on the next episode, Danny. That is potentially. I mean, let's see if we get it right. We could get it all.
PSG, I think PSG have got the easiest route in it to get to the final.
I've got the easiest route, but still at the same time, this one-legged format, it might favour some teams. It might work against some teams. Like PSG might favour them so much. Even Atalanta, they might think there's
Atalanta could favour Atalanta as well, man.
You know what I mean?
You remember, like, at the beginning of the Champions League, these guys were going out. They were heading out of the Champions League, and they managed to turn it around.
They're sick. They're just so
phenomenal, man.
Zapata, they've got a couple of players. I can't remember the rest of the names, but I've seen them a couple of times in the Champions League, and they've just got some hitters, man. That guy who scored 4 goals, I can't remember his name. He got 4.
Yeah, that young lad, innit?
I think he's young anymore, but they've got a couple of wicked players. But anyway, listen, I'm going to have to call it there, Danny, because it's getting on a bit. It's getting late, and I want to watch the rest of this Wolves game as well.
Yeah, that's fun as well, isn't it?
Can Wolves meet Man United in the next round? I know we're not covering the Europa League tonight, but
mate, if they do, I just know Wolves is a boogie team for Man United, man. You know.
Would you rather have Sevilla?
Probably, I'd rather have Sevilla because for some reason, Wolves they're able to get one up on us or able to make us draw, or you know what I mean. We have trouble beating them, man.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what happens. But do you want to do the saucer line, please, for me? Because the saucer's not here.
So, guys, if you like the video, What are you waiting for? Call somebody. Tell a friend of a friend.
He does something like that. He comes forward as well, doesn't he? He does that forward as well.
There's that, guys.
Yeah. But listen, all jokes aside, if you like the video, please do like the video. We do appreciate it. As we always say, it helps us grow. It helps us get better. It helps us put great content out there. As you've seen, some of the lads are in the studio now, so we're going to try and work on getting some more videos out from the studio too. But for the rest of you guys, stay safe, stay blessed, and we'll be back with another episode. Peace out.
And what's the #1 rule of fight? Oh yeah, wrong video, my bad.
Come on, Danny, get that out, bro. Peace out, people. Peace out.